I am the Humble Seer.
Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So I'm going to do a reading on Kai the Hitchhiker. His real name is Caleb Lawrence McGilvery, and he's from Alberta, Canada. February 2013, Kai was in the vehicle with a man who was driving. Evidently, Kai was hitchhiking, and he was picked up by this individual who uh, ended up hitting someone and pinning them up against a car and severely injuring them. The story goes that the man that was driving the car got out of the vehicle, Kai got out of the vehicle, and the man then had grabbed a woman and was choking her. And so Kai stepped in, and what he's known for is talking about the incident and how he took out his hatchet, and he demonstrates I smashed this person's head, and that sent the man who hit the other man, that sent him to the hospital. And so there was a trial, and that individual that Kai was in the car with, ended up going to prison, I believe, for 5 years, and Kai was free. So from that day on, for about 3 months, Kai became a media sensation. Everybody wanted to interview him. The public at large, when they saw him, they wanted to take pictures with him. He became a hero. He became a hero for smashing this man with a hatchet 3 times, because that's what he was known for: smash, smash, smash. And it was going around the internet that he had done this. So he appeared on Jimmy Kimmel. The Kardashian producers wanted to give him his own show. But ultimately, Kai ended up killing a man. And he ended up killing a man, and he received prison time for that. And so he's currently sitting in prison for that murder of a 73-year-old man. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the reading portion of Kai the Hitchhiker. And I'm going to pull a few cards, and I'm going to talk about the man. Okay, so let's pull 3 cards. And I'm getting that he was abused at a very young age, and I see more than one man. And then he just grew into that lifestyle. He became a very angry person, and he just grew into, the lifestyle of being a nomad, really, just going from place to place. And I'm also getting that he has taken a life before that the police don't have any knowledge of. Yeah, he has taken a life, and he has just, been a very angry person. And I'm hearing that prison, because he's in prison now, has somewhat calmed him down, because the person that we saw was someone who, when he was free, and when he became that sensation, that media sensation, and even prior to that, he was drinking heavily, and he had just committed other crimes, and he was trying to run from that by doing drugs and drinking, but he never could. But it didn't stop him from acting out. So we have the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups, now I'm not your traditional card reader. I'm a seer, okay, but I do use the cards. So just keep that in mind. So the Ten of Cups comes in, and it says to me that his mother tried to do the best she could. Now, I, his childhood was tough because he was a very, high energy child, um, of rebellious. He had a rebellious streak. But we have to also keep in mind that he was abused, and so part of that high strung, high energy aggressiveness as a young person was due to that abuse. But his mother tried to give him the ten of Cups. She tried to give her son, uh, the best that she could. She did. And sometimes people want to blame parents and whatnot, and sometimes that's the case. It's the parents' fault. But I don't see that here. I see a mother who had a handful and didn't know what to do. Likely a single mother just trying to raise her son. And if not a single mother, she certainly felt that way. But I feel that she had no help from any men in her life. There just wasn't that help. He had male figures in his life, but many of the male figures are the ones that were abusing him. So the mother tried to give the Ten of Cups to her son. Then we have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is about travel and movement, okay? It's a journey. And for me, it's really just about him. See how those knives, and he has his weapons with him, Kai. And he has, his belongings, his few belongings, and he's traveling. And he's traveling all over the place. He's traveling all over the place, and he's in Canada, he's in the United States, and through these travels, he is being aggressive and abusive and hurting people. And I see two other people's lives that he has taken, and they're men. I see two men, two white males, lives that he has taken during those travels. Because again, the travels, he's jumping on trains, he is getting rides, he's hitchhiking, he's taking the bus whenever he has money. He's out on the street and he's using the public to pay for things, or he's stealing, or he is he's hitching train rides and things like that, or he's buying tickets, or people are buying tickets for him. And he's doing acts of charity, all the while doing evil acts, taking people's lives. And this is something that he has chosen to do. He's chosen to take lives. He wants to do it. Anger and fueled by alcohol and drugs is what allows him. So it's all intentional, because he is fighting what he felt as a young person. But he's doing it with intent. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is generous, they're luxurious, they're good-natured, they're motherly, they're realistic. And these are the types of people that he would hone in on, because he's smart. Even in his drug-fueled, drunken, state, he's smart. He still knows what he's doing when he's under the influence. But the Queen of Pentacles is what he seeks out. He seeks out people that have money. That was his last victim. And yeah, although, when we say last victim, I mean, he had other people. He was victimizing. He just was a victimizer. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is luxurious, and he's finding people that have money and where he can stay. And his last victim had money, and was a 73-year-old man. Okay, let's now, we know that he's now in prison and he's received a lengthy prison term, and I don't see him. He's got decades of time that he has to serve. So let's pull a card on his prison life. Okay, his prison life tells us it's the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is empathic. They're loyal, they're compassionate, they're loving. Now, it's interesting. okay? Because this is him. This is his personality in prison. And the very thing that he was trying to escape and that he was killing is what is surrounding him now, right? So it's men that are preying on him. And he has turned, he doesn't have weaponry, he doesn't have drugs, he doesn't have alcohol. He can't do anything but succumb to his environment. And so he's, experiencing all of the things that he was, again, trying to escape, but yet running into the arms of and ultimately killing or brutalizing, beating, just taking a person almost to the brink of death. So he has turned from that fuel, that drug and alcohol fueled rage. He's turned now to the Queen of Cups because he's getting some things in prison, but it is not enough to sustain him that would allow him to turn and do what he did when he was outside of prison. So now the best that he can do is be loyal and compassionate and loving, because if he doesn't, there's a price for him to pay. So I'm going to leave it there. There's not much else to say. Thank you so much for stopping by the Humble Seer. Please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and leave a comment below and tell me what you think about this reading. And if you like what I do and you appreciate it, consider buying me a coffee, and that will be in the description box below. Until next time, you take good care, and we'll talk again soon. Bye.